So the key thing to crowdfunding success is having real clarity on the story you want to tell, and then being really intentional about who you need to tell it to. The word crowd in crowdfunding is in many ways very deceptive because it implies that there's a relatively anonymous mass of people out there just waiting to shower your project with money. And it's not. It's going to be, person by person. It's going to be more personal than that, more targeted, more intimate. And so we prefer, when we first launched, we insisted on calling ourselves a peer funding platform for about 18 months. We didn't have the word crowdfunding anywhere on our platform because we think that phrase is in some ways quite confusing for people in terms of what's actually going on. And we think it's much more a peer-to-peer fundraising mechanism. The core principles of crowdfunding are not new. It's the same way you raise money any other way really, not having a great story, telling it to the right people, making it as easy as possible for them to deliver their funds towards the cause they care about. I think crowdfunding just kind of makes all of those things a little bit easier. Obviously it's got incredible reach and scalability on the internet. The system of rewards helps get more people involved. And it's all very tied in with social media, which is fundamentally how ideas spread today. Increasingly, not just in crowdfunding, but across almost every field of marketing. Marketing today is less about interrupting people directly through your own actions and more about how you can inspire your community to share your message for you. And crowdfunding is uniquely effective at that because it really creates a sense of team for the people who care about your project that they want to contribute towards the success of. When you're fundraising, the key thing is to put yourself in the shoes of the people whose money you want. So not just to think about what feels scary for me, but what's going to be scary for them. What's going to reassure people that you are a reliable place for them to invest their money and their hopes for things to happen in the future. And that's really why we believe in all or nothing crowdfunding, because it makes it, while it can feel a little bit more scary and risky for you as the fundraiser, it makes it significantly less scary and risky for the donor. Because for them, there's real clarity of what's going to happen. Either the project will have enough money to happen, and that's obviously everyone's preferred outcome. But if for whatever reason that's not possible, most people would prefer to have their money so that they can reallocate towards something that is going to happen, rather than end up in this fuzzy middle ground that is which is where most Keep What You Raise campaigns end up, which is 20% of budget, and 20% of most things equals nothing, rather than equaling something meaningful. With crowdfunding, you're on the clock. Whether you take 30 or 60 days, we think less is more, but either way, that clock starts ticking the moment you launch. So first of all, have supporters ready to go when you launch, because that initial momentum is going to be very powerful. And then spend the time being thoughtful and, if necessary, doing the research to figure out how to reach the people that you think are going to be most responsive to the story you have to tell.